Fixing a rough lawn isn't that complicated. There's only a handful of major steps you need to take over the course of a year, and if you follow each step to completion, then the rest is just a waiting game. Just grab a beer, a hot dog, sit in your backyard, and wait for it to get awesome. This video will briefly cover the first step, core aeration, which is typically done in the earliest parts of spring. Subsequent steps will be featured in supplemental videos and can easily be found in a playlist linked in the description below. This video series will be set in one of my project lawns, my friend Robbie's house to be exact. To start off, this is important to understand. In my opinion, core aerating is something I consider to be optional for the casual lawn owner, but for those people looking to maintain the best yard possible, then it quickly becomes mandatory. Grassroot systems put on their greatest root mass each spring. Cool season grass types a little bit earlier in the spring, warm season grass types a little bit later in the spring. Pulling aeration cores makes it easier for deeper root penetration and water penetration during those rain events or irrigation sessions during the spring. Open cores also make the delivery of certain types of lawn products to the root zone more efficient, while also providing better oxygen flow to all of the beneficial microscopic organisms that live in our lawn. And if this biological life is not supported, then a lawn can only go so far. There are two main ways of core aerating your lawn. You can use a manual tool to pull cores, which can take a lot of time and energy to do right, or you can use a mechanical aerator, which are usually far faster to use, but they do cost more to either rent or to buy. Most people choose the mechanical route, and they either rent a machine from a local shop to do it themselves, or they hire the job out to a local lawn care service provider. Personally, I've done the job both manually and using a rented machine. I've also hired the job out before too, which was significantly more relaxing. The most important thing to keep in mind, however, is this really should be the first thing you do in the spring other than mow the lawn. Aeration holes need to be in place prior to pre-emergent application and during the start of the strongest rooting period of the year to yield the greatest benefits. If you do choose to top dress your lawn, then the aeration holes can benefit that process as well. Now, for those of you with lawns that are in really bad shape, aerating will still be useful, but the following steps in this series will result in faster improvements in the way your lawn looks this year. And for those of you with lawns that are already in good shape, aeration this time of year is one of those techniques that you can use to improve your lawn in subtle ways through the improved nutrient uptake and improved drought and heat tolerance that you'll experience later in the year. Usually, you'll want to time core aeration just ahead of a good rain so that the core walls don't dry out so fast. Or you'll want to plan on running an irrigation session within a few days following core aeration. In only a few weeks' time, the walls of your aeration channels will start closing in on themselves and will become lightly filled in with soil, organic matter, both living and dead, and the surface area of those channels will not dry out the same way as they did when they were fresh. This is also when you'll start planning for lawn care step 2 and step 3. You'll be watching weather forecasts, soil temperatures, and acquiring the handful of products that your lawn will need to thrive this season. All steps in this video series will be linked to in the description below. Make sure to watch step 2 next. It's linked in the upper right-hand corner of your screen right now. On the left side of your screen are my guides to core aerating, how to do it right. Both mechanical and manual aeration guides are available for you to choose from. As always, learning is great, but you need to take action on these steps.